How are we doing, people? We are live. We are live. I'm just getting a free massage off the hot radiator. In England, we have radiators. Oh, and this one's got beveled. You call it beveled. Oh, it feels good. It's like a free little massage, and it's so hot, which is nice because it's cold in the UK right now. How are we doing, people? Matt Lawton, hey. Just doing a little update, a little check-in on the 75 hard. Maybe I'll do a little, I'm not sure, I could do a workout right now, or I could do some reading. I'm just going to give you an update though, I'm tired. I got up this morning at 6 a.m. I was excited about doing this park run. I told you about it last night. So I did the park run with my dad, and that's a 5K. But obviously it don't take me 45 minutes to do a 5K. So I had to turn my watch off for them to give me the barcode. And so I'd run around with my dad. So he did it, my dad's 78, 79. So he did it in 32 minutes, which is not, he can do it quicker than that, but. So I just did it in 32 minutes, what he did. But then I was like, man, I'm going to have to start my workout again, because he wanted to get straight off. So I was like, I should have really just kept running or done something else. But anyway, in my head, my OCDC or whatever, I was like, no, I've got to do another 45-minute workout outside. So I went and then ran another 4 miles. And I did that slow pace. That took me 45 minutes, 46 minutes timed. So I did 46 minutes, did that workout. So I've ran a total of 7 something miles today already. I've drank, believe it or not, check it out. I've already drank 2 litres of water. It's not easy drinking all the water. I've got my water here, I put some lemon in it. So this is the second 1.5 litre bottle I've got. That's the second 1.5. So I'm putting lemon in it. I put some salt in the other one. So I've got to drink 2.5 of these. 2.5 of these a day. That's a gallon for the 75 hard challenge. Oh, I'll look in the comments in a second. I'm just going to finish my train of thought. And then I've got my Bible there that I've got to read. I haven't started my 10 pages yet. And here you'll see I was messing around with this chart, like thinking how I'm going to do it. But I've got me 45-minute workout outside, 45-minute workout too, 1 gallon of water, 10 pages self-help book, 1 progress picture, took that. Veggie diet only, no food after 8 p.m, no alcohol or drugs. And then no fat, that's my little extra hard part. And then here, this is just for me, 10-minute meditation, 1 hour a day YouTube at Jazz FM. Lives don't count, like just learning about YouTube, etc. So still got to do the inside workout for 45 minutes. Still got to do 10 pages of my book. And I've still got to drink 1.5 litres of water to get all things complete. But and obviously keep to the diet. No food after 8 o'clock. And what else? Yep, that's it. No alcohol, blah, blah, blah. So far, so good. Does anybody, what do we think? I think for my workout today, I was thinking about, has anyone ever done something where you do something on the minute every minute? So you could do 5 squats on the minute every minute. You could do 5 push-ups on the minute every minute. 5 sit-ups on the minute every minute. So you're just doing it. You start on the minute, and then maybe at 20 seconds you finish, and then you get 40 seconds rest. Boom, on the minute every minute. I was thinking about doing one of those kind of workouts for my at-home workout. All right, Matt Lawton. Cheers, pal. Day 175 hard here too. Can't stay busy right now. Have a great busy right now. 247 Betterment. Nice one, mate. Well, hopefully 247 Betterment comes back. I don't know what their YouTube channel looks like, but good that someone's doing it with us. Congratulations on the new bod. Psalms 4:3-12. Betterment, I woke up at 5 a.m., knocked out 10 miles with close to 2K elevation gain. Go on, Betterment. Hello, interesting mom. Happy New Year, everybody, Christine. Almost, I mean, I'm kind of halfway there, right? 2 liters, just over halfway. So let's drink some more while I'm on the live. Why not? Retouch on? No. Oh, we're getting there. Feels like torture. I'm not used to drinking this much water. Oh. Oh, nice one, 247 Betterment. Nice one. Documenting it too on YouTube. I'll check it out, mate. Leave a comment on one of my videos. In fact, the last video is about 75 hard, so leave a comment on that one. And I'll check you out. Happy New Year, Tatum Adams. Keep going, Mom. Keep it up. Ibrahim Khan, I am 44. 45, Matt's added an age. I'm 44, Matt. I'll be 45 in November. November 14th, I'll be 45. 45 this year, but I'm 44. Oops. What should we do? What should we do on the live? What do people want? Do people want me to read? Or do people want me to do a workout on the live, which would be pretty embarrassing? Because I'm feeling very unenergetic. If that's even a word? Yeah, drinking water is tough. It's not easy, is it? I think if I had the chance, I'd like to take the water and just do the second workout on a bike and just watch something on TV and just pedal and drink water. I'm just feeling in that mindset because I just ate so much crap and drank too much this Christmas, but last night even eating so much chocolate. So that's it. Add some cucumbers, add some pink Himalayan salt, add some lemon. It's good, isn't it? It's better for you anyway. You retain you hydrate better when you do that. Could we do, if we did 5 push-ups on the minute, every minute, how many push-ups would we finish with? 10 minutes would be 50 push-ups. So that means 200 push-ups would be 40 minutes. 225 push-ups, 45 minutes, 5 minutes. 5 push-ups on the minute, every minute, would be 245 push-ups. What do you reckon? Should we do that? Or we could mix it up. We could do 5 push-ups on the minute, every minute, hit 100 and whatever, and then do squats. But it's a bit gay, isn't it? Not that there's anything wrong with being gay, but I just mean, like, it's a bit too happy. I'm not trying to be happy. I'm trying to be hard. 75 hard. I've been using tap water. Tap water in Yorkshire's okay, innit? Five hard ones. 5 push-ups on the minute, every minute. It's not easy. I think I could do that for 20 minutes, and then I'd have to then we could do squats, and that would be 100 push-ups, 100 squats, and then sit-ups, 5 sit-ups on the minute, every minute for 5 minutes. What we're saying? Oh yeah, for sure. It goes to the 45 minutes. It's a way of getting me on, keeping me on the live. I can talk while I'm doing it. Should we do it? I don't know. Or I could just leave. I could just leave, yes. I could just go and take a nap, to be honest. What are we saying? No, it has to be 45 straight. Well, no, when you're doing strength, you get a little rest, 30-second rest, don't you? 35, 40-second rest between sets. Thanks. Yeah, I like my sweater. My sister bought me this. It's actually an old school vintage Manchester United top. It's the one they won the European Cup in, where George Best played in it. Do sets of 20 times 3. Huh? Yeah, depends on what you're running on, right? Every minute on the minute. That's it, Imam. Every minute on the minute. That's what I'm doing. Every minute on the minute. Every minute on the minute. Every minute on the minute. Imam. So I'm thinking every minute. Oh, God, I can't even get up. Every minute on the minute. Every minute on the minute. Every minute. I was thinking about doing squats. They're too easy, aren't they? Too easy. I guess it's the stretching it out as well after you're running so much. In these pants. These pants are... Oh, man. It's no joke, just even doing squats on the minute every minute. I think we've got to do that. I think we've got to do... Can you guys see me? You guys can see me. I could do the squats, you can see me, but you can't see me. It'd be better if I had a pull-up thing, wouldn't it? If I had a pull-up thing. Can you see me? I could do push-ups on the bed. Be good. Don't want to break the bed though, do we? We don't want to break the bed. Push-ups on the bed. Incline, decline. Do a bit of that. I'm 6 feet 1 inches tall. I'm young, I'm hung, and I'm a lot of fun. Yeah, I can put the workout on my Garmin. Yep. That's exactly what I'd do if I started it. That's exactly what I'd do, Christine. That's it. Oh no, I've got to do the reading. I just didn't know if I was going to do the reading online. I think it's going to be pretty boring for people, me reading the Old Testament out loud. 10 pages. That's a lot. I don't think people really want to listen to that. I'm halfway through the book of Joshua. So, yeah, maybe I can record a particular book in the Bible or something. I don't know. Well, the New Testament. I could go to the New Testament, but again, in my head, I mean, I'm looking for reasons not to do it. I'm being negative because I'm like the first few books, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. They're all the same story, but just a little bit different. Is that not boring for people? So, Alice Jones in the house. Alice Jones, this one's for you. Alice Jones. Alice Jones, Alice Jones, Alice Jones. You like that, Alice? Did it. What's F9 mean? What's F9 mean? Your room is F9. Hello, hello, Happy New Year, Pandora. Pandora's in the house. How we doing, Pandora? What about, shall I just read a couple of pages? So at least it's 2 of my 10 pages. Or is that boring for people? People want to be entertained, don't they? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Thank you for the kind words in the chat. All right, I'll read 2 pages. Okay, we'll go from Joshua 6. I read that last night. God cares about every lost soul. That's the commentary. We'll go from Joshua 6 to Joshua 8 and the commentary about 3 steps into sin. Okay. We'll take it to 9. That way that's 2 pages, right? 1, 2, kinda. Do you really want to do this? I'm in such a positive mood, right? Sorry, folks. It's that run and then not being properly having proper nutrition. Just to remind everyone, it's non-denominational, this channel. I'm sure there'll be a lot of Jewish people and Christians loving this part, but we're seeking. Are we ready? I do need a massage. Mom, I need a massage. All right, Kittery, Christ is King. Read something. When you get into something cool, you can stop and talk about it. All right, that's a good idea. All right, here we go. The fall of Jericho. Okay. Now the gates of Jericho were tightly shut because the people were afraid of the Israelites. No one was allowed to go out or in. But the Lord said to Joshua, I have given you Jericho, its king, and all the strong warriors. You and your fighting men should march around the town once a day for 6 days. 7 priests will walk ahead of the ark, each carrying a ram's horn. On the 7th day, you are to march around the town 7 times with the priests blowing the horns. When you hear the priests give 1 long blast on the ram's horns, have all the people shout out as loud as they can. Then the walls of the town will collapse, and the people can charge straight into the town. So Joshua called together the priests and said, take up the ark of the Lord's covenant, and assign 7 priests to walk in front of it, each carrying a ram's horn. Then he gave the orders to the people, march around the town, and the armed men will lead the way in front of the Lord. After Joshua spoke to the people, 7 priests with the ram's horns started marching in the presence of the Lord, blowing the horns as they marched, and the ark of the Lord's covenant followed behind them. Some of the armed men marched in front of the priests with the horns, and some behind the ark, with the priests continually blowing the horns. Do not shout, do not even Joshua commanded. Not a single word until I tell you to shout. Then shout. So the ark of the Lord was carried around the town once that day, and then everyone returned to spend the night in the camp. Joshua got up early the next morning, and the priests again carried the ark of the Lord. The 7 priests with the ram's horns marched in front of the ark of the Lord, blowing their horns. Again, the armed men marched both in front of the priests with the horns and behind the ark of the Lord. All this time, the priests were blowing their horns. On the second day, they again marched around the town once and returned to the camp. They followed this pattern for 6 days. On the 7th day, the Israelites got up at dawn and marched around the town as they had done before. But this time, they went around the town 7 times. The 7th time around, as the priests sounded the long blast of their horns, Joshua commanded the people, "Shout, for the Lord has given you the town. Jericho and everything in it must be completely destroyed as an offering to the Lord. Only Rahab, the prostitute, and the others in her house will be spared, for she protected our spies. Do not take any of the things set apart for destruction, or you yourself will be completely destroyed, and you will bring trouble on the camp of Israel. Everything made from silver, gold, bronze, or iron is sacred to the Lord and must be brought into his treasury." When the people heard the sound of the ram's horns, they shouted as loud as they could. Suddenly the walls of Jericho collapsed, and the Israelites charged straight into the town and captured it. They completely destroyed everything in it with their swords, men and women, young and old, cattle, sheep, goats, and donkeys. Meanwhile, Joseph said to the 2 spies, "Keep your promise. Go to the prostitute's house and bring her out, along with her family." The men who had been spies went in and brought out Rahab, her father, mother, brothers, and all the other relatives who were with her. They moved her whole family to a safe place near the camp of Israel. Then the Israelites burned the town and everything in it. Only the things made from silver, gold, and bronze or iron were kept for the treasury of the Lord's house. I mean, it sounds... Go on, ma'am. Thank you for that super chat. All right, I'm going to read the chat in a second, but this is it just sounds like a load of pillaging, doesn't it? It's like Viking times, but only it's in Egypt or Israel or, it's like Viking times, innit? It's human nature. Everything but the gold and silver and iron and a prostitute and a family, but all the rest, young and old, men and women, animals, killed. It's like when the natives were all butchered by all the British and the Australians or whatever just coming over to America. And the British, the Dutch, the Europeans came over, killed all the Native Americans or took all their land. It's the same thing. We've seen it all before. I don't know. If God is for me, who can be against me? I don't know. I'm just reading it, man. I'm just reading it. I'm just developing. I'm just reading it. It's the first time I've read it, man. You know what I mean? But I just don't like hearing about little kids getting killed. I don't like hearing about little women and children getting killed. Call me old-fashioned. Anyway, let me have a look at these commentaries. Let me have a look at the old commentary. Okay. Jazzy, what book you reading? Yeah, I'm in Joshua. in the Old Testament right now. When I was in college, we had to get through the Bible in one semester. Where here in Joshua, I think this is the story of Jericho. Yep, Alice, we were listening to scripture. Do you read the Bible, Alice? Mom is okay, Alice. It's food for the soul. It's honey and milk, right? Honey and milk. The books will start about Jericho. Pandora. That's a big task. This is what they found. Christian scripture was the same. The only I went was Christian. All right. Cool. All right. Everybody's read the comments. Should I continue? Should I read the next 2 pages? Dead Pirate Rob says thumbs up. Okay. He wants to know what happened next. So, Joshua spared Rahab the prostitute and her relatives who were with her in the house because she had hidden the spies Joshua sent to Jericho, and she lives among the Israelites to this day. At that time, Joshua invoked this curse. May the curse of the Lord fall on anyone who tries to rebuild the town of Jericho. At the cost of his firstborn son, he will lay its foundation, and at the cost of his youngest son, he will set up its gates. So the Lord was with Joshua, and his reputation spread throughout the land. Okay. Wow, this is mad. Let's see what this is about. Joshua 7, it says Ai defeats the Israelites. Ai was about 4,000 years ago. But Israel violated about the things set apart for the Lord. A man named Shan had stolen some of these dedicated things, so the Lord was very angry with the Israelites. As Shan, son of Carmi. By the way, no, if I get the pronunciations of these names wrong, sorry. But you'll get the picture. You know what I mean? There's some names in here, and I'll do my best saying them. Usually I ask ChatGPT, how do you pronounce it? But as we're on here, so I think that I'm doing it right now, but just I'm future problem solving. Let's have a little think about it. Okay, so Ashan was the son of Kami, a descendant of Zimri, son of Zerah, of the tribe of Judah. Joshua sent some of his men from Jericho to spy out the town of Ai. I'm going to call it Ai. I'm sure it's pronounced Ai, but I'm going to say Ai because that's how it's spelled, Ai. East of Bethel, near Beth-aven. When they returned, they told Joshua, there's no need for all of us to go up there. It won't take more than 2,000 or 3,000 men to attack Ai. Since there are so few of them, don't make all our people struggle to go up there. So approximately 3,000 warriors were sent, but they were soundly defeated. The men of Ai chased the Israelites from the town gate as far as the quarries, and they killed about 36 who were retreating down the slope. The Israelites were paralyzed with the fear at this turn of events, and their courage melted away. Joshua and the elders of Israel tore their clothing in dismay, threw dust on their heads, and bowed face down to the ground before the ark of the Lord until evening. Then Joshua cried out, "O sovereign Lord, why did you bring us across the Jordan River if you are going to let the Amorites kill us? If only we had been content to stay on the other side. Lord, what can I say now that Israel has fled its enemies? For when the Canaanites and all the other people living in the land hear about it, they will surround us and wipe our name off the face of the earth. And then what will happen to the honor of our great name?" But the Lord said to Joshua, "Get up! Why are you lying on your face like this? Israel has sinned and broken my covenant. They have stolen some of the things that I commanded must be set apart from me." It's how God is actually quoted in the Bible. I love this shit. And I'm doing his voice right now. And they have not only stolen them, have lied about it and hidden the things among their own belongings. This is why the Israelites are running from their enemies in defeat. For now Israel itself has been set apart for destruction. I will not remain with you any longer unless you destroy the things among you that were set apart for destruction. Get up! Command the people to purify themselves in preparation for tomorrow. For this is what the Lord, the God of Israel, says. Hidden among you, O Israel, are things set apart for the Lord. You will never defeat your enemies until you remove these things from among you. In the morning, present yourselves by tribes, and the Lord will point out the tribe to which the guilty man belongs. The tribe must come forward with its clans, and the Lord will point out the guilty clan. That clan will come Then come forward, and the Lord will point out the guilty family. Finally, each member of the guilty family must come forward one by one. The one who has stolen what was set apart for destruction will he himself be burned with fire, along with everything he has, for he has broken the covenant of the Lord and has done a horrible thing in Israel. A lot of death in the Old Testament. A lot of people getting burned and killed. Doesn't matter how old you are. Doesn't matter what your sex is. But it was 4,000 years ago, so just take that into account. Ashan's sin. By the way, should I keep ringing? Like, the chat is going off. Let's have a little look here. What's going on? Let me have a look. Jazz, keep going. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, it was an awesome experience. All right. Holy smokes. That's still interesting. AI, Christine. Everything okay? Bye. So I say, Shania. Hello, Pandora. Hello, Eddie. Eddie's in the house. Eddie Cavell. Yo, Jazz, how's things? Good. British defense. We're just doing a bit of reading with the 75 hard. I'm getting you guys to support me in my 10 pages today. Yeah, Old Testament's a horror show. Keep going. This is good. You're enjoying it. We've just got another page and a bit. Just a page and a bit to go. And we're going to get like a commentary on it as well. So we've got like just a little bit and a half. We just got a little bit there and this, and then we get a commentary on it. I'll stop after that. That'll be 2 pages, nearly 3 actually. All right, story time with Jazz FM. Where were we now? Ashan's sin. Early the next morning, Joshua brought the tribes of Israel before the Lord, and the tribe of Judah was singled out. Judah, looks like you're going to get burned. Burn, baby, burn. Okay. Then the clans of Judah came forward, and the clan of Zerah was singled out. Then the families of Zerah came forward, and the family of Zimri was singled out. Every member of Zimri's family was brought forward, person by person, and Ashan was singled out. I feel like we need a commercial break. We're back from the commercial break. Then Joshua said to Ashan, my son, give glory to the Lord, the God of Israel, by telling the truth. Make your confession and tell me what you have done. Don't hide it from me. Ashan replied, it is true. I have sinned against the Lord, the God of Israel. Among the plunder, I saw a beautiful robe from Babylon, 200 silver coins, and a bar of gold weighing more than a pound. I wanted them so much that I took them. They are hidden in the ground beneath my tent, with the silver buried deeper than the rest. So Joshua sent some men to make a search. They ran to the tent and found the stolen goods hidden there, just as Ashan had said, with the silver buried beneath the rest. They took the things from the tent and brought them to Joshua and all the Israelites. Then they laid them on the ground in the presence of the Lord. Then Joshua and all the Israelites took Ashan, the silver, the robe, the bar of gold, his sons, daughters, cattle, donkey, sheep, goats, tent, and everything he had, and they brought them to the valley of Ashur. Then Joshua said to Ashan, why have you brought trouble on us? The Lord will now bring trouble on you. And all the Israelites stoned Ashan and his family and burned their bodies. They piled a great heap of stones over Ashan, which remains to this day. That is why the place has been called the Valley of Trouble ever since. So the Lord was no longer angry. Oh, God's no longer angry because we stoned Ashan and his daughter and his family and all his livestock to death. And then we burned them and then we put stones on them. And the Lord was at peace. The Israelites defeat Ai. 8. Well, shall we read 3 steps into sin before we go any further? Because usually the commentary sheds some light on this stuff. So before we go into Joshua 8, let's read 3 steps into sin, and then I'll go into the chat, all right? Okay, 3 steps into sin, the commentary. I can think of only a couple of occasions in over 4 decades of ministry when someone has voluntarily come forward and said they had done something wrong. People usually come forward and admit their wrongdoing only when they are caught. That was the case with Achan. There was sin in the Israelites' camp, and it had been committed by him. God had given strict instructions when they attacked Jericho, that everything made from silver, gold, bronze, and iron is sacred to the Lord and must be brought into his treasury. Achan took some of those things and kept them for himself, and God was fully aware of it. It was proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that Achan was the culprit, the reason for Israel's defeat at Ai. When he eventually came clean, Achan said, "Among the plunder, I saw a beautiful robe from Babylon, 200 silver coins, and a bar of gold weighing more than a pound. I wanted them so much that I took them. They are hidden in the ground beneath my tent, with the silver buried deeper than the rest." That sums it up. I saw, I wanted, I took. First, Achan saw, then Achan wanted or coveted what he saw. Coveting is a greedy desire to have something no matter what it costs you or anyone else. And lastly, Achan took action. These are the 3 steps that most often lead us in. The time to break the cycle is at the very beginning, when we see things we want, whether material or intangibles like status, fame, or power. It isn't the first look that gets us in trouble. It is always the second one. We must learn to turn away before a second look, or a third can lead to wanting and taking something that isn't ours to take. So yeah, I think we'll leave it there for today's live, as in what I'm reading. You know, I've got to be honest and say that this is where I have a problem sometimes with the Old Testament. Now, some people that are non-believers that don't believe in this particular God will point to the fact that it's a control mechanism. And it does seem that way a lot. When I read Moses and Aaron and I read Joshua, it does seem like it's very convenient how these very precious things are always wanted by God. The precious things, and the priests are very particular. And if anybody takes God's things that are, you know what I mean? Just interesting, isn't it? And so, what does anyone have any? Does anyone have any thoughts on that? Let me have a look at the comments. Oh. Oh, what was deleted by Pandora? And then Mom said, "Whoa, Jazz. Laws and society favors women a lot more than men." Yes, she's cheating on Jazz. Who's cheating on Jazz? Marriage only benefits. I'm not, Mom. Money, power, women, drugs. Yep. Was someone named? Oh, Final Destination. I'm gonna have to put you in a timeout, mate. I don't like that weird stuff. Talk about. Okay, so messages got deleted by me. So yeah, there you go. I always think, especially because I read I just thought Moses and Aaron were a couple of magicians, you know, cult-like leaders. I don't know. Very bright for their time, very manipulative. I don't know. What do we think? I mean, we're all here, right? Very intelligent. They did what they had to do. Humans do what they have to do. I don't know. I do believe in God. I just don't know if I can believe everything in the Bible. That's where I'm at, because I know when man touches it, it gets poisoned and it can be used for control. Yeah. So you guys are enjoying the Bible reading then? You're actually enjoying it? It looks like. Oh yeah, they were big time into magic. The Egyptians and the Israelites. There you go. So what? I've just read 3 pages, 7 more to go. 7 more to go on 75 hard. Yes, it's calming. It's calming. Christine's like, I love hearing about women and children being stoned and burned. It's calming. Although that's not Old Testament, is it really? Well, it kind of is. All is. Mom, you're such a... Christine nearly spit the food. Just half the food, right? You just spit half the food. You swallowed the rest. What else? So you want me to read a little bit more? Just a tiny, teeny little bit more? The Israelites defeat Ai. Then the Lord said to Joshua, do not be afraid or discouraged. Do not be afraid or discouraged. What should God's voice, what should the Lord's voice should be? Then the Lord, I wish I had like Morgan Freeman here to do the Lord's voice. Do not be afraid or discouraged. Take all your fighting men and attack Ai. Then the Lord said to Joshua, do not be afraid or discouraged. Take all your fighting men and attack Ai. For I have given you the king of Ai, his people, his town, and his land. You will destroy them as you destroyed Jericho and its king. But this time you may keep the plunder and the livestock for yourselves. Set an ambush behind the town. So Joshua and all the fighting men set out to attack Ai. Joshua chose 30,000 of his best warriors and sent them out at night with these orders. Hide in an ambush close behind the town and be ready for action. When our main army attacks, the men of Ai will come out to fight as they did before, and we will run away from them. We will let them chase us until we have drawn them away from the town. For they will say, the Israelites are running away from us, and as they did before. Then, while we are running from them, you will jump up from your ambush and take possession of the town, for the Lord your God will give it to you. Set the town on fire as the Lord has commanded. You have your orders. They love setting things on fire. Sounds a little satanic to me. So they left and went to the place of ambush between Bethel and the west side of Ai. But Joshua remained among the people in the camp that night. Early the next morning, Joshua roused his men and started towards Ai, accompanied by the elders of Israel. All the fighting men, oh, the fighting men, the fighting men, oh, the fighting men. Oh, I'm a fighting man, I'm a fighting man. Yeah, sure they weren't pikeys, these guys. They sound like the travelers. Oh, the fighting men. Oh, the fighting men. Yes, accompanied by the Indians. Oh, the fighting men who were with Joshua marched. They marched in front of the town and camped on the north side of Ai, with a valley between them and the town. That night, Joshua sent about 5,000 men to lie in ambush between Bethel and Ai on the west side of the town. So they stationed the main army north of the town and the ambush west of the town. Joshua himself spent the night in the valley. When the king of Ai saw the Israelites across the valley, he and all his army hurried out early in the morning and attacked the Israelites at a place overlooking the Jordan Valley. But he didn't realize there was an ambush behind the town. Joshua and the Israelite army fled toward the wilderness as though they were badly beaten. Then all the men in the town were called out to chase after them. In this way, they were lured away from the town. There was not a man left in Ai or Bethel who did not chase after the Israelites, and the town was left wide open. The master plan is coming to fruition. Commercial break. We're back from our commercial break. What's going to happen? Oh my gosh. Then the Lord said to Joshua, point the spear in your hand towards Ai, for I will hand the town over to you. Joshua did as he was commanded. As soon as Joshua gave this signal, all the men in ambush jumped up from their position and poured into the town. They quickly captured it and set it on fire. Yes. When the men of Ai looked behind them, smoke from the town was filling the sky, and they had nowhere to go, for the Israelites, who had fled in the direction of the wilderness, now turned on their pursuers. When Joshua and all the other Israelites saw that the ambush had succeeded and that smoke was rising from the town, they turned and attacked the men of Ai. Meanwhile, the Israelites who were inside the town came out and attacked the enemy from the rear. They were giving it to them from the front and the back. Why? There you go. That's right. That's right. A proper good old time. Israelites attacked them, and not a single person survived or escaped. Only the king of Ai was taken alive and brought to Joshua. When the Israelite army finished chasing and killing all the men of Ai in the open fields, they went back and finished off everyone inside. So the entire population of Ai, including men and women, was wiped out on that day, 12,000 in all. For Joshua kept holding on out his spear until everyone who had lived in Ai was completely destroyed. Only the livestock and the treasures of the town were not destroyed, for the Israelites kept these as plunder for themselves, as the Lord had commanded Joshua. So Joshua burned the town of Ai, and it became a permanent mound of ruins, desolate to this very day. Joshua impaled the king of Ai on a sharpened pole and left him there until evening. At sunset, the Israelites took down the body, as Joshua commanded, and threw it in front of the town gate. They piled a great heap of stones over him that can still be seen today. The Lord's covenant renewed. Then Joshua built an altar to the Lord, the God of Israel, on Mount Ebal. He followed the commands that Moses, the Lord's servant, had written in the book of instruction. Make me an altar from stones that are uncut and have not been shaped with iron tools. Then on the altar they present burnt offerings and peace offerings to the Lord. And as the Israelites watched, Joshua copied onto the stones of the altar the instructions Moses had given them. Then all the Israelites, foreigners and native born alike, along with the elders, officers and judges, were divided into two groups. One group stood in front of Mount Gerizim, and the other in front of Mount Ebal. Each group faced the other, and between them stood the Levitical priests carrying the Ark of the Lord's covenant. This was all done according to the commands that Moses, the servant of the Lord, had previously given for the blessings of the people of Israel. Joshua then read to them all the blessings and curses Moses had written in the book of instruction. Every word of every command that Moses had ever given was read to the entire assembly of Israel, including the women and children and the foreigners who lived among them. There we go. We're up to 9. Pretty intense. Joshua's pretty intense. A lot of women, a lot of children, a lot of men stoned to death, butchered, burned, and then stones placed upon them. In the name of the Lord. All right. Let me see what's going on. Okie dokie. I know it's pronounced like that, Pandora, but I like AI. James Earl Jones, that's the one I need. James Earl Jones. He would be a great God voice. He would. I like AI though. Thank you, Mom. Did I do you proud? So what we're saying, guys, we've done a bit of a check-in here. I've still got 6 or 7 pages to read myself. How many pages have I got to read there? Let me have a look how many I've got left now from today. So I did 1, 2, 3. So I've done 4 pages. I've got 6 to go. 6 pages to go on my 75 hard challenge, and I've also got a 45-minute workout that I've got to do. I will be doing a live later tonight, checking in the end of day 1 to let you know if I've completed the challenge. And I've got basically this and half a bottle to go. This is my second bottle. This is 1.5 litres. Oh, some pips from the lemons. Just got half a bottle after this. Mint. So that's 2 of these bottles done. So I just need half a bottle now. Up to there. We'll say up to there. That'll be a gallon of water done today. We've got 6 pages and a workout to do. Oh. And then no food after 8 o'clock, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I actually did 2 outside workouts today, Pandora. I did 2 outside workouts. I did a 5K park run, my first ever park run, proper like park run. It's like this official thing called park run. Went and did that. And then also when I came home, I went and did a 45-minute run that was just over 4 miles. So there we go. All right, everybody. Well, we had an amazing live there. We read a bit of scripture. Feel free to message me on Instagram at JazMartinPro. Feel free to comment on the videos. Make sure you hype the videos, like the videos, Feel free to support the channel with any kind of hyping, blah, 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 sharing. Good vibes, okay? Good vibes. 1st of January 2026. And yes, Pandora, you've been told a million times now, I completed the outside workout. Twice. I did 2 outside workouts today, but one of them was 45 minutes, one of them was 32. Officially on my Strava. Go check my Strava, Jazz Martin Strava. Go check it. I'm logging everything on Strava. So, yeah, thanks everybody. I'm going to go watch the Leeds United game now with my dad and my uncle. They've come round. So yeah, my uncle's here, and I'm going to watch Leeds United versus Liverpool. That'll take me through to around 7ish, and then I'll do the workout, and then I'll read, and then by that time I'll do a live in bed to say day 1 done, tired, bring on day 2. All right, see you in a bit. I'll be live later around probably 9 o'clock English time. All right, much love. Vá com Deus.